How to stop caring about what people think of you. In other words, how to not give a fuck about what they think. It's a sad situation. When I say sad, I mean it literally. You are getting sad because you're constantly thinking, worried about what people are going to think of you. What is she going to think? What is he going to think? What are they going to think? And the other side is social anxiety disorder. So every time when you're outside, when you're with people, you're thinking that what are they going to think of you? The thing is, here's the truth. First of all, nobody's thinking of you. Just get that right. Get that straight into your mind, okay? Nobody's thinking of you. Second of all, everyone are busy thinking about themselves as to what others are thinking about them. Let me say that again. Everybody are busy thinking about themselves as to what others are thinking about them. That means they are not really thinking of you. So chill, relax, take a step back. Steve Jobs once quoted that, if you want to make everybody happy, don't be a leader, sell ice cream. There are certain things which are not just about quotes. If you actually live by it, right, it's going to change you. It's going to change your life to a great degree. So I'm going to give you 5 things to remember every time when you think of what the others think of you. These are the 5 things that you're supposed to remember every time when you think about what others are thinking of you, okay? So number 1 is that start prioritizing your actions. Because at the end of the day, action precedes everything. Action trumps everything. That means there are certain things that you're not supposed to do. Forget about what they are thinking. If the actions are causing you harm, if the actions are breaking the law, if the actions are killing you, you should not do that. Right? Anybody who will have a common sense will not do it. But still, I have to mention that in the video. Now, if you think that the action is going to be important, then you've got to do it, regardless of what people are going to think. Why? Because everybody is looking at it, judging at it, thinking at it, just based on their level. That means everybody has the mental capacity to a certain threshold. That means everybody is thinking from their own experience, whatever the experience that they have had, and that's all they can think of. So if you ask me, like me as a person, I can think of this much because from my birth until here, these are my experiences, my maturity, my wisdom, whatever the things that I have, this is my mind capacity. Okay? So if you're going to prioritize your actions and your thoughts and your feelings based on my opinion, that's a wrong thing, because I could have fear on certain things. If you ask me, like, can I fly a plane? My obvious answer is no. But if you're going to stop your life because of my no, then I don't know. Then I can't even process that shit. Like, I don't even know what to say after that, right? So you should not rely your actions upon people's opinions. That means the first one is give primary importance to your actions. Of course, analyze the downside, analyze the upside, and then just go for it. Go all in. Number 2, you cannot really change what people think. You cannot really change people's mindset. You cannot really change people's opinion. If they form a perception about something about you, you cannot really change it, regardless of how hard you try. It is not the people, it's the humans. We humans are basically designed to be this way. The moment if I see a person, if I form an opinion, it takes really a long time for that person to change my opinion. It takes really hard effort. Is it worth it? The answer is no. Okay? So instead you would rather do something else. So once a perception has been formed in the brain, right? So it's actually a cell. It's a cell in your brain. It's called as a neuron. So once the neuron has been patronized in a certain way, that's how the opinions get created. That's how the thoughts get created. So every time when he or she sees that thing or experiences that thing, then automatically the brain says, okay, this is what it is. So your job is not to go and change people's mind. Instead, do something productive. Number 3, nobody knows you better than you. You know about yourself more than anybody else. So yes, people will know certain things from their own perspective, from their own lens, because that's the way they look at you. That doesn't mean that you will have to be like that or you are that, because people's mind can go wrong. It can actually play trick on themselves. If I'm forming some sort of opinion about somebody, not necessarily it has to be right, because my mind also can play tricks to my advantage. That means if I'm thinking of a person about something, let's say that I'm going to meet a girl, and she might not be beautiful, or maybe she's not really carrying herself really well, but if my hormones are going crazy, she will be the best in the world. You see what I'm saying? Is that the right reflection? The answer is no. So you get the point. That is how you need to start looking at people's opinions, people's thoughts, people's whatever is not a true reflection of the reality. You need to get that shit right. Number 4, you can only choose one. Either it's your happiness or others' happiness. If you're going to live your life constantly making people happy, that means you will suffer. And you don't want to suffer living the rest of your life making people happy. You don't want to do that. Think about it. Think about it. If you're going to prioritize people, if you're going to prioritize others' results, others' benefits or whatever, right? Everybody going to be happy. But the thing is, happiness is very subjective and happiness is limitless. That means, think about it. Every time when you order something from Amazon, right? You get it, you open the box, wow, this is nice. What happens after 2 days? What happened to the wow factor? It's still there. The product is still there with you and you're using it. Yes, it makes you happy. But did you have that exact excitement when you got the product? What happened? What happened after a week? Let's say that you're getting married. You're all like happy. You're getting into a relationship. You're all happy. Yay, right? What happens after 1 year? What happens after 2 years? So the thing is, there is an innate behavior in our brain that makes you eventually, when you get used to something, it's not new anymore. This happens with the music. It happens with people. It happens with anything. That means people's happiness are boundless. It's just regardless of how much you give, how much you take, it's still want more because it's happiness. So prioritize your happiness and not people's happiness. Okay, and I don't necessarily mean that in a negative way, but then there are certain people you need to put before you. When I say that, it's more to do with your family, it's more to do with your dear and inner circle and all that. Okay, but not at the cost of happiness. If something is costing you your happiness and if something is costing you your peace, I don't think so it's worth it. Number 5, the most important one. You're gonna die. You know that, right? After you're dead, right? People are already in their life, like in their own life. So once you're dead, it will cause people who are very close to you, it will cause some severe pain. But as the circle goes wider and wider, right? Nobody gives a shit. Everybody move on within a day, within 2 days, within a week. Within a week, I'll tell you, pretty much the smiles are back in people's faces. So why are you living your precious life, spending your precious time thinking about what they think, worried about people's opinion, and making people happy? Why do you want to do that? Listen, my friend, let me tell you something. Your life in this beautiful, beautiful earth is very limited. And you can try and fight hard to get more, but you can't. You just can't. So why don't you take care of yourself? Why don't you take care of your mind, your body, your life, and people around you? Chill. All right? Aim for the highest quality of life. Because at the end of the day, people's thoughts are not going to pay your bills. People's thoughts are not going to make you healthy. People's thoughts are not going to make you happy. I want you to do this exercise. So now you're watching this video. I know for sure that you're going to click on the subscribe. I know that you're going to click on the like, comment, share. I know that you're going to do this. I love you too. But here's the thing. After this video, just listen to me now. And after this video, I want you to put your phone down and then lie down. Just lie down. And I really want you to think about this. Okay? Just think that you're dead. Yes, you're dead. You are dead. Like you're lying down there, and from that moment onwards, from that immediate moment onwards, minute by minute by minute, hour by hour, who is coming and visiting you? What is their initial reaction? Who are going to be with you? Who is going to cry? Who is not going to cry? Who have attended the funeral? And on the same day or the next day, you have the funeral, right? And during the funeral, what are the things that is happening? I want you to really go through that experience, okay? And on day 2, what happens? On day 3, what happens? You're buried, obviously, right? So day 3, what happens? Day 7, what happens? In a month's time, what is everybody doing? The people that you care about, oh man, they are thing is very important. Their thoughts are very important. Their perception is very important. You know, like, what are they doing? They're already carrying on with their life, living their life. Do this exercise and you will have a different perception altogether. Stay hard, my friend. Peace.